Let's get you that big CNN News 18 exclusive. It's an expose on the Chinese loan apps. The Enforcement Directorate has cracked a whip on scams being carried out by these loan apps. While the borrowers were being promised quick loans, in return they had to pay a much bigger price. The Enforcement Directorate has provisionally attached bank balances worth 105.32 crore rupees lying in various accounts with payment gateway accounts of 12 NBFCs. CNN News 18 brings you this exclusive report as to how the victims are being victimized for borrowing quick money.
Threatened, bullied, harassed, named and shamed. They borrowed quick loans to support their families, but the killer Chinese loan apps got the better of them. At least 7 suicides in the last 2 months alone. The latest is that of 17-year-old Harita Varshini from NTR district of Andhra Pradesh, who took her own life as she couldn't endure the prolonged harassment that she and her family were facing for borrowing an educational loan of 6.5 lakhs. In Hyderabad, 25-year-old Sai Arvind is still recovering from the trauma he went through last year after borrowing 15,000 rupees from multiple loan apps.
I took the money from my bank loan app, and after around 1 week or 2 weeks they started demanding me like 10 times the money I took. So I have paid them once, twice, and after that I could not pay because the amount was crossed around 1.25 lakhs. So then they started harassing me by sending my more photos to my friends, relatives, family, and then later I approached the police to solve my matter, and for around 15 to 20 days they have tortured me, my family members, everyone. They have damaged in whatever possible way they could. Respond to their calls, they will start doing all the stuff they used to add around 10 members of my contact list, and they used to send them like he is fraud, he is thief, and he has took money from a bank. No one should give money to this person.
Loans can be obtained only via 2 means, banks or NBFCs. Now these apps are no longer dependent on NBFCs. The Telangana police has identified more than 200 shell companies based in Delhi, Bengaluru and Bihar, which are dispersing the loan through current accounts. They are also masking their identity behind VPN to evade police crackdown.
Earlier they used to have a tie-up with the NBFCs. Now they don't have a tie-up with NBFCs. So what they are doing, they are creating fake fintech companies. They have contacts where earlier the people who worked in the call centers, they are continuing the contacts. The Chinese people, they are continuing the contact, and they are convincing the people here in India, and they are asking them to provide these fintech company accounts.
Unlike last time where the police could crack down on these fraudulent call centers operating in cities like Delhi, Bengaluru, Gurugram and Hyderabad, this time around it has been found that these Chinese operators are running big rackets in Nepal. They're running these call centers, hiring people who can speak Hindi to blackmail Indians back home who have borrowed money.
Local agencies in Nepal have arrested 4 Chinese nationals and cracked down on at least 3 such call centers in Kathmandu and Butwal, where they seized Indian SIM cards and laptops containing confidential details of borrowers from India. The call center agents used 2 software, NX Cloud Tele and STI, through which outgoing calls couldn't be tracked back to them. Calls were also made using WhatsApp, and those who failed to repay the loans were threatened with morphed pictures and pornographic content. Some Indians trained here are now said to be operating multiple gangs in India and are currently working from home.
According to the policy of WhatsApp, it will ask for an OTP when certain number is registered on WhatsApp. If that number is shared and that OTP is shared, the WhatsApp number of the genuine user will be activated in the device of somebody else.
The scale of the investigation is enormous, even as more victims fall prey to the loan apps. Police officials say the only solution to curb this menace is more awareness among people and stricter guidelines for payment gateways.
Yeah, first of all, people should have awareness regarding these loan apps. because they are giving permissions to contacts, locations, media, and all these. They should not give permissions to such confidential information.
As Chinese masterminds continue to hide in other countries, the Enforcement Directorate has provisionally attached unaccounted bank balances to the tune of 264 crores. But that is just the tip of the iceberg of this mega scam, which has ruined hundreds of lives. With Swastika Das and video journalist Venkatesh in Hyderabad, Anisya Kumar for CNN News 18.